Hello, friends. Welcome to Brief Talk 3. Today, I will present some cases where anger and mortification led to the ailments. The anger and mortification sometimes like this different we find different emotional causes that lead to some diseases or ailments like fear, like anger, mortification, grief, all these things. Now, case number 1. He was a young boy of 18, 19 years. He was a college student. He was a bright student. He used to rank in the class. And he was a boy, single child of the parents. So, as usual, the mothers were caring. He never had to do anything in the household work. Now, what happened? One day, the mother asked him to do some household work. The mother asked him that you should do some household work. Uh, you are doing nothing. You can do nothing. তো তুই কিছুই কাজ পারিস না, তোর কিছু ঘরের কাজ করা উচিত, like this. Now this sentence which the mother said, that you can do nothing, this hurt him. This sentence hurt him. And then he shouted. He became violent. He shouted on his mother. They had an argument, and after that he went to his room. And soon after that he had a all these troubles started. He got a headache with vertigo. He was having cramps in the limbs with stiff neck, and there was pain in chest. And he was lying quietly. He did not wanted to be disturbed. He was lying quietly in his room. So when the doctor arrived, now I was the doctor when I visited. When I asked him, he just told the symptoms, not telling anything more. From the parents, I learned about the development, how it happened, the incidents, and considering his anger, his violent anger, and soon after that, this attack, I prescribed Chamomilla. Now, Chamomilla, after some time, the parents reported that no, doctor, nothing has happened. So, Chamomilla brought no result. And then, considering more into, entered more deeply into the case, the nature of the boy. So, it was found that he is a suppressive type of boy, not very expressive, and the mother was dominating, and definitely he might have a pent up wrath. Indignation was there. Might be definitely because the mother was dominating, and he was having an indignation. And then on further query, I found that sometimes he used to throw things when angry. Now, based on all this, I prescribed Staphi. His suppressive nature, some sudden outburst. Now, this episode I understood that this incident, that day's incident, was a sudden outburst of anger. Now, after that, he fell sick, so I prescribed Staphi. And with Staphi in high potency, just in 1 or 2 hours, he was feeling better, and gradually he improved. So here the conclusion was in this case that he was angry, as well as there was an underlying feeling of indignation in him. And this particular incident, when the mother said, "Tui kichu parish na, you can do nothing of household work," This he felt bad. This might have made him feel indignated or mortified, a sense of insult or sense of injustice. Here, considering this thing, staphysagria is a leading medicine in cases of mortification, cases of indignation. Staphysagria was prescribed and he improved. Now, case number two, a lady, she had an altercation, a quarrel with her husband. She became violently angry. After that, the husband left and she was agitated, and soon after that, she developed retention of urine. Now, when asked, when the doctor asked, she told yes, she felt bad. The behavior of the husband was, she felt bad due to that. She didn't like it. But here, the dominant, considering the case, Chamomilla was given. Why Chamomilla? The Chamomilla, definitely, I will say Chamomilla was given, and soon after that, within 30 minutes, she passed in urine. Now, here, here the selection was Chamomilla because though she felt a sense of uh, in indignation due to the husband's behavior, she felt bad, but her anger was dominant here. When the doctor was asking questions, the expression she was giving on her face, the gnashing her teeth, the expression of anger, and she was irritable nature, ill-humored nature that was found. Based on that, from the expression of the patient, from the circumstances, from the developed background of any background developments of incidents, the doctor has to find out that what is the leading emotional state or what is the leading emotion that is playing in the patient's mind. And in this case, definitely it was rage, the anger was leading. The sense of indignation was secondary. Perceiving that Chamomilla was given and Chamomilla acted well, and within 30 minutes, the patient passed urine and then she improved. Now, case number three, another lady. She worked in an office. She had an altercation with her department head. The department head was rude. He used to, he was a little bossy and he used to behave badly with her, with his subordinates. Now he behaved, he tried to show some commanding, he said something in a rude way, and then there was an altercation. The patient replied back, but considering the office decorum, she had to control herself. But this incident left a impression on her mind. She suffered in mind for 2 days. She couldn't sleep properly, 2 nights. And then in the meantime, after that, the third day morning, she had a hot argument with her sister. They had a over phone. Over phone, they had a quarrel, a hot exchange of words, and after that, after keeping the phone within few minutes, not few minutes, I will say within 30, half an hour or so, like that. After some time, she got a severe chest pain, along with that suffocation. And in the office, she was that time, she was feeling very bad, so she was taken to the hospital nearby. The doctor checked her BP. BP was normal, a little high. I think BP was a little high, and I think ECG was done. It was not an heart attack, so doctor considered something. He gave some medicines. I think It was an anti-flatulent. Nothing happened with that. Then she was given an injection to relieve. After that, she was sent back home. The injection gave little relief, not much. After coming home, she was unable to lie down. She was she wanted to sleep, but she couldn't lie down. She was not able to sleep. And like this, by evening, there was no comfort. And then the homeopathy doctor came on the scene. She was given, considering the hot exchange of words she had with her sister that morning, she was given chamomilla. But chamomilla did not bring any result. Even after 2 hours, she was unable to. A little bit she can lie down, but the pain was there, the suffocation was there. She cannot turn on her side, and she was still unable to sleep. And then, when digged more, when inquired more, and then it was found that she was undergoing that sense of mortification, that is insult. That few days back she had an altercation with her boss, and for that that was going on in her mind, so she couldn't sleep. So that sense of discomfort due to mortification was going on, and this morning's argument with her, or quarrel with her sister, it was just an adding to that feeling sense. So here the underlying, the chief emotion was the sense of mortification or insult. Based on that, staphysagria in the hypotensive was given, and definitely staphysagria acted well. Gradually she improved. Within some time, very in a short time, she could lie down, and though the chest pain was there, the suffocation a little bit really relieved, and she could sleep. That was the main thing. She wasn't able to sleep for some days, and within an hour she fell asleep, and by next morning she was feeling much better. Mild chest pain was there, suffocation was almost gone, and then gradually she improved. So see friends, especially the juniors, the students, here I would like to conclude that many times we will get a case where more important than the presenting symptoms are the causes. And definitely we should find, because in homeopathy, when we treat a disease, we should find the mental state also. And there can be so many times we find that mental emotional causes of disease. Now here the three cases. The first case, the boy had a feeling of anger. He was angry, there was anger, but the chief emotion was mortification. In the second case, the lady, though she was indignated, she felt a sense of injustice from due to husband's behavior. But here the main thing was her rage, her anger, that led to the ailments, and so Chamomilla acted. Third case, there was anger, but the underlying, the chief emotion, the dominant emotion was the mortification. In office, the boss said so and so, and I couldn't reply back as I wanted to. So that was a suppressed sense of insultation, mortification. So Staphysagria acted there. See, different shades of these are very related emotions: anger, sense of mortification, sense of indignation. But where which emotion is dominant, that shade has to be found out, and medicines vary according to that. Thank you very much. See you in the next episode.